Hi guys, this is Tracy Newman from the Navigators Tarot, here to do a few readings for today, for the week. I don't know if anyone else has been experiencing sleepless nights and feeling like you've been hit by a truck. Horrible hangover effects as well from the eclipse. I can't even speak. Yeah. Just an extreme tiredness too, like bone tired. I went for a walk yesterday, took the grandkids down to Beauchamp Falls. It's quite a hefty walk, and I feel a bit, bone tired. As soon as I got in the bush, though, it's like some sort of sleepiness kind of just takes over. strange energy out in the bush. Anyway, let's have a look and see what's going on for the general energies this week. Post-eclipse, we are in Mercury retrograde, so that's also interesting. Things that were the fast-moving energy that we did have before the eclipse is now sort of like taking a little bit of time to just to settle, So because the slowing down of the Mercury retrograde will slow down the energies just a bit. Two of Wands. Yeah, so it's like a beginning of a new day, really, kind of thing. It's kind of like now I'm hearing "When the War is Over," that song from Cold Chisel, "When the War is Over," and it's sort of like looking out at new horizons, and not planning, but just waiting to see, or just looking out and seeing exactly what the new day will bring, or the new era will bring. That makes sense. You see this as the Two of Wands, in which you have like this new growth on all of those wands there. It's very, very telling that there are this new growth that's going to come through for all of us. But how we manifest that into our lives will determine just how we move forward. Yeah, I don't know. For each of us, it will be different, I think. Okay, so we have the Love card here. Sometimes the Love card can be a choice. So there can be choices that may need to be made for a lot of people, whether to stay in the old energies or to move forward into something newer and a lot more in alignment with all that is. That will be a choice for a lot of people. We have the King of Cups, which is, the Love card and the King of Cups can literally be about moving into a greater sense of self-love and therefore being able to expand on that and be able to give that unconditional love to others as well. And it can be a choice to do that, to come out of any sort of wounding and anger and to move into unconditional love, which is literally what all of these new energies are about. We have the Four of Pentacles. The challenge will be about not holding on too tightly to things that no longer serve us. And I'm hearing also to let go of our financial struggles as well, and our dependence on the financial system as it stands, because of course that will eventually collapse and fall. Movement forward. So we have Rhiannon with movement, which is basically just movement forward. Direction is movement forward. So there is movement, although it will be slowed down by the Mercury retrograde energies as well. But we are going through this massive transformation, all of us at this time. The whole world is going through a massive transformation, and how that manifests for each and every single one of us is going to be different. With that, and we're ending with the victory card, 6 of Wands. So for each of us, we will have victory over any of these energies. Look, you know, it's a strange feeling. It's kind of like, even now I'm like, it seems to be that there seems to be a certain stillness, like a still point energy that we've come home to after these eclipses. And I think it's very relevant to the fact that, you know, we are just so tired, too tired to really hold on to much of anything anymore, even though we do have those holding on energies. The challenge is, of course, to let go and let God. But I think at this point in time, a lot of us are just so tired and too tired to really keep up the old system, and allowing it to fall will be something that we will eventually have some sort of victory over, because we cannot stop the transformative energies that are coming through these eclipse energies. 9 of Cups, which is also about unconditional love, and coupled with the 4 of Cups, which is about, but what I'm getting from that is more about stillness once again. It's more about going within, and also to get to that very still point within and just allowing the transformation to take place. It's like listening to a higher version of ourselves, and being able to sort of like integrate a lot of those higher energies that are coming through. And to do this, it will take a great deal of still point energy, stillness for all of us, and a meditation on just exactly what it is that's going to come through for us, what we can let go of and what we can allow to come through for us, to help us to transform and move into these higher frequency energies. Okay. Might just get one of the spirit cards from here and just have a look and see exactly what they've got to say. Sacred Spirit reading cards. Ooh, sorry. I'm also hearing, as we shift vibration, that a lot of the animals and a lot of the more extinct creatures will start to come online and we'll start to see more of them. And it literally will be because we are shifting frequency and vibration. So yeah, it's going to be interesting that, you know, we'll see what, because a lot of those older type of energies that could no longer, well, they moved quickly out of the 3D matrix and into a higher frequency and a higher vibration. And it's more the fact that we are actually shifting and moving into these higher vibrations and higher frequencies, so that we'll begin to align with those creatures and animals that disappeared a millennia ago. So it's going to be interesting. Like, you know, because there have been sightings of Tasmanian tigers. We found an endangered species yesterday, a small Otway's black snail, which you know, are very rare. But my granddaughter came across it, and here it was, this very large snail with a very hard black colour shell, with a tiny kind of like a small brass circle in the middle. It was so beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Anyway, so yeah, so I feel like a lot of that sort of thing will start to come in for us as well. A lot of these older, these more extinct species will start to be seen more and more by people as we move out of the 3D matrix into a higher frequency. Okay, so we'll just have a look and see what the energies are for this week for the spirit. What's this called? Sacred Spirit reading cards. Ground your light, let your soul shine. So that was another reason why I went out to the bush yesterday. It was great to get the kids out because, you know, they just run amok in my tiny little house. So I did take them out for that reason, but it is also extremely grounding and healing to be out with out in these energies of purity and the gorgeous healing love light of beautiful trees that are in the bush at this time. You know, down at Beauchamp Falls in particular, the trees down there, it's such a magical place. The trees down there are so beautiful. And my granddaughter had fallen, she's only 5, and she'd fallen into the water with her mother. Both of them slipped on rocks and fell into the water while she screamed and screamed all the way. She cried and cried all the way up. And then I just stopped at this particular tree, which I have found to be extremely healing. This tree is like nothing I've ever come across. It's such beautiful energy that comes from this tree, and it's massive, you know. And I call it the grandfather tree of that area. And, you know, I stopped with her. I held her hand. She was still crying. I stopped at the tree and I said, "This is grandfather tree." And as soon as I said that, I said, "Just stop here for a minute with grandfather tree." And as I said it, she stopped crying. And we kept